I have not long come back from one of the best conventions that I have ever been to, and I'm all hands because I've just got my nails done. This means I can be Loreen from the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm telling you, if you have lost your creative spark, make sure you book tickets to come to Birmingham NEC next year and go to Maker Central. It's a weekend full of the most creative, inspiring, awesome individuals that I have ever met in my entire life. It was so good. And I've literally come home with like a few more hobbies. Always fun for like an ADHD person. But anyway, it was a dopamine hit. It was the best dopamine hit I've ever had. And we stayed in possibly one of the best hotels I've ever stayed in as well. The Moxie Hotel in the NEC. I know it's a chain and there's lots of Moxies like all over the world. I looked at a really nice one in Miami, which was like, oh my God, dreaming. But yeah, they've got like, they're the most unique hotels that I've ever been in. We got there and there was a huge teddy bear in the hallway, which I had to have photos with. And then there was a photo booth. It was out of order, but it would have been cool to use that. We had random games like Hungry Hippos, and it's a music-based hotel as well. So there's like guitars everywhere that you can play. And the best bit, you get a free cocktail upon arrival. So we were happy. So the convention itself started on a Saturday, and it was so good. Like, you go in there, everyone's so welcoming and lovely. We did meet some of the people beforehand in the Moxie that I had originally been talking to online, so it made it a little bit easier to meet the new people. But if you go to Maker Central, you will 100% be welcome. It was so good. There was people doing woodwork. There was so many blacksmiths. I wanted to have a go, but the queue was massive, so I didn't. I, again, was a little bit of a fangirl because I got to meet Nerdforge. They are the most incredible creators, one of the most incredible creators on YouTube. They are so good. They also do a make with the makers, so you can go in and you can like make your own key rings. They did like sewing as well, so you can make your own pocket pouches. And lots of other cool things, and that's completely free. You don't have to pay extra for that, so that's something everybody can get involved with in a creative way. I did some marbling. That was awesome. I would have liked to have done the marbling myself, because the guy that was doing it, like, they sit you down and they say you can have a go at it, but all you really get to do is like drag these sort of nail things through the marble, like the marble ink, just to make the pattern. You don't get to actually stamp it or anything like that. So I would have liked to have been able to be more hands-on with that. But that's okay. I still had a great time, and I've got a really cool marble coaster out of it, which I need to varnish. There were some lovely guys there as well that spoke to us about using Twitch as a platform for streaming your artwork, and just like gathering a community together. And I'm really looking forward to using that, because I always thought that Twitch was a computer game thing, but it's not, apparently. So I'm gonna set up my profile on there, and as soon as that's set up, I'll link it in the YouTube links somewhere on this channel. I want to give a huge shout out to Molt and Make for making me feel so welcome. He was the first person that I met in the Moxie. It was really funny because we were sitting there, and I was like, oh, I wonder if this guy that I was talking to is like here already, because I knew he was doing the Make for Makers thing. So we were sitting there in the Moxie and we had our drinks and we were just waiting. So I messaged him and he sent me a photo back. And I was like, that's the Moxie. And he was literally directly behind me. So it was really nice to meet him and some of the other people involved in the convention beforehand. Here are some clips from the convention, of some of the makers, some of the things that were made on display, all the robots. There were so many robots. Yep, check this out. Here's loads of clips, and I will put the link to Maker Central in the description, and hopefully there'll be tickets available potentially in the next few months for the next convention, which we will 100% be at, and we'll hope to see you there. Watching those clips back just hypes me up again. I'm so glad to have got my creative spark back, and it's all thanks to the weekend and the lovely supportive people that I met. I have literally come back from Maker Central with so many new hobbies. In fact, I'll go and get them. If I could count the hobbies that I've had in my lifetime, like, I need more hands. I got watercolour inks, which I'm going to do a proper unboxing video on soon, so I'm resisting opening this until I do that video. I've ordered a wood carving pen thing to make holders for my tintype, so that's going to be awesome. And I have 2 items here that I will be revealing again in a future video because I'm going to be making tintypes of them, and it's going to be awesome. I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that I met at Maker Central. You were all nothing but incredible. Huge thank you and shout out to Debs as always. Thank you so much for all your support. If any of you would like to join my Patreon, the link is in the description. You will get artwork sent to you every quarter. There's tutorials, there's a Patreon-only blog, you'll get a credit on these videos and much, much more. So don't forget to check that out. Thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.